You are Ethan, and tonight you're standing in her apartment. Doorway, hands cold. Heart loud, breath tight in your chest. Her name is Ava. Strong, independent. High standards, the kind of woman who doesn't need anyone, but chooses carefully. The kind who can see through a man before he even understands himself. She's sitting on the couch, legs crossed, calm expression, watching you with eyes that give nothing away. You swallow once. Then again, something feels wrong. You can sense it before she speaks. Her voice is steady, collected, controlled. Ethan. What's going on with you lately? Your throat locks up. You don't know what to say because you don't know what she means. Or maybe you do. Maybe you've been avoiding the obvious. She looks at you the same way someone looks at a complicated equation not sure is worth solving anymore. Your chest tightens. You step inside, trying to read her mood, trying not to say the wrong thing, trying to make everything feel normal, trying too hard. You don't realize it yet, but she does. Old self timeline. You sit beside her, forcing a smile that doesn't quite fit your face. Did I do something wrong? You seem distant. Ava doesn't react to your tone. She reacts to your energy. You're anxious. You're unsure. You're seeking reassurance. She feels it instantly. I'm not distant, she says calmly. I'm just thinking. And that single line shatters you more than any argument ever could. Thinking about what? About you. About leaving. Your mind spirals. You lean forward, trying to fill the silence, trying to make the moment less uncomfortable, trying to win her back without even knowing what you lost. I'm sorry if I've been off, you say quickly. Work has been stressful. I didn't want it to affect us. I really care about you. Maybe too much. I just want things to be good between us. Your voice cracks slightly. You don't even notice. She does. Ava shifts her body away by an inch. One single inch. Small movement. Big message. Your stomach drops. You keep talking. You don't know how to stop. You explain your intentions. You justify your emotions. You anticipate her thoughts. You apologize preemptively. You over-explain while she quietly withdraws. She doesn't get colder. She gets clearer, calm, collected, decisive. Ethan, she says softly, I need a man who stands on his own 2 feet. I feel like you're trying to fit yourself around me. Your heart sinks. You rush to fix it? No, I'm not. I'm just trying to be good to you. I don't want to mess this up. Ava takes a long breath. A signal you miss. A signal she's been giving for weeks. She's losing attraction. Not because you're not good enough, but because you've abandoned the version of yourself she was originally drawn to. You try one last time, overeager, overinvested, over-explaining. I can change, you plead. Just tell me what you need and I'll do it. Her silence cuts deeper than any argument. And right there, old Ethan collapses. The room freezes. Your breath suspended in midair. Her eyes, still but sharp. Your shoulders curved inward. Your voice, apologetic and hopeful and terrified. Everything stops. Narrator steps in. This is the moment everything breaks. Not because Ava is cruel, not because Ethan is weak, but because the psychology underneath is invisibilant. It's too late. Let's break down exactly what's happening and why strong, high-standard women lose attraction in moments like this. Concept number 1. The frame collapse. A strong woman doesn't test your strength directly. She tests it through your reaction to uncertainty. Notice what happened? Before Ava even voiced a concern, Ethan already surrendered his frame. Instead of holding steady, grounding himself, and letting the conversation breathe, he rushed. To fix, to soothe, to prove. Attraction for strong women comes from a man's internal solidity, not external performance. When you collapse inward, she steps back. They are psychological opposites. Concept number 2. The validation trap. A strong woman respects men who respect themselves. But the moment she senses that your sense of worth depends on her approval, the dynamic shifts. She stops seeing you as a partner. She starts seeing you as a seeker. And seekers don't attract strong women. They drain them. When Ethan apologized for things she never complained about, when he explained feelings she didn't ask for, when he begged for clarity before she offered any, he stepped into the validation trap. She became the evaluator. He became the applicant. Attraction dies in that imbalance. Concept number 3. Self-betrayal loop. A strong woman watches how you treat yourself more than anything you say. Ethan betrayed himself 3 ways. He abandoned his emotional center. He abandoned his confidence. He abandoned silenced, the most powerful masculine tool. You can't attract a strong woman while abandoning the very qualities that define a strong man. She doesn't want a man who changes himself for her. She wants a man who returns to himself. For him, rewind new self. Timeline time folds backward. The air unfreezes. The moment resets. You are Ethan again, but not the same Ethan. This time, you walk in differently. Your breath is slower. Your shoulders are level. Your presence is grounded, not apologetic. Ava sits on the couch. Same posture, same expression, same mystery behind her eyes. She looks at you. Ethan, what's going on with you lately? Old you, panicked. New you, doesn't move. Not at first. You sit down, but not nervously. Not with a forced smile. Not with uncertainty. You give the moment space, a sign she instantly feels. Instead of explaining, you observe. Instead of rushing, you breathe. Finally, you say come. Steady, clear. What's on your mind? Ava blinks once. A tiny reaction, but massive shift in the dynamic. You didn't chase her thoughts. You invited them. She adjusts herself, surprised by your composure. I'm not sure, she says slowly. I just feel like something is off. Old you would defend yourself. Clarify. Apologize. Over-explain. New you does none of that. You hold her gaze, relaxed. Whatever it is, you say, we can talk through it. But I won't assume anything for you. Ava exhales a release of tension. She wasn't looking for reassurance. She was looking for alignment. You aren't bending. You aren't performing. You aren't pleading. You're showing her the traits strong women respect most. Centered masculinity. She continues, softer now. Just want to feel like we're both grounded, like we're not overthinking each other. You nod once. Not overly concerned, not desperate to fix. I hear you. You say, and I'm good. I'm focused on my life, my work, my direction. I want connection, not dependency. Her eyes warm subtly, but unmistakably. This time, when silence appears, you don't rush to fill it. You let it breathe. Confident men aren't afraid of quiet moments. She leans in slightly without realizing it. Attraction returning. Not because you said anything spectacular. Not because you convinced her. Not because you proved your value. But because your energy shifted back into alignment. Grounded. Self-defined. Unmoved by emotional weather. Ava finally speaks again. And this time her voice carries respect. Thank you, she says. I needed to feel that from you. New Ethan simply nods. The moment belongs to both of you, not just to her. Picture the split screen. 2 Ethans. 2 timelines. 2 outcomes that look similar on the surface, but are worlds apart underneath. Timeline A. Old Ethan. He tries to earn her affection. He over-explains every emotion. He apologizes for things she never questioned. He seizes clarity instead of creating it. He bends himself into shapes he thinks she like. He becomes softer, more agreeable, more available, more anxious. Not because he's weak, but because he fears losing someone strong. But strong women don't leave because you're imperfect. They leave because you abandon your center. They leave because you make her the compass, instead of becoming a compass. They leave because your self-worth starts orbiting around her approval. And in timeline A, Ava senses all of it. Her standards don't rise, Ethan's fall. Her attraction doesn't fade, Ethan smothers it. Her respect doesn't dissolve, Ethan dissolves himself. In timeline A, the relationship dies. Not from conflict, but from collapse. Timeline B knew Ethan. He doesn't chase emotional certainty. He creates it within himself. He doesn't rush to fix her feelings. He anchors his own. He doesn't over-explain. He listens, observes, responds. He doesn't apologize for existing. He stands in his identity. He doesn't treat Ava like a test. He treats himself like a standard. This Ethan is not indifferent. He is not cold. He is not distant. He is centered, unmoved by storms, unshaken by silence, unbroken by tension. And strong women respond to that instantly. In timeline B, Ava opens up more not because Ethan demanded clarity, but because his presence created safety. In timeline B, attraction grows not because he impressed her, but because he impressed himself. In timeline B, the relationship deepens, not through emotional labor, but through emotional leadership. Same woman, same conversation, same moment. Only one variable changed, Ethan. Essential changes men must make to attract strong women. Now we step outside the scene, into the psychology, into the truth most men never learn until it's too late. Strong women are not attracted to perfection. They are attracted to principles. And here are the principles Ethan learns. Principles every man must master if he wants a high-standard woman to choose him, not tolerate him. Change number 1. Stop explaining yourself. Start expressing yourself. When you explain, you seek approval. When you express, you reveal identity. Explaining is fervent. Expressing is strong. Women don't want a man who's trying to be understood. They want a man who understands himself. Your clarity creates her safety. Change number 2. Don't chase emotional certainty. Hold emotional ground. Most men panic the moment a strong woman becomes slightly distant. They assume danger. They assume rejection. They assume they're losing her. But strong women have emotional seasons just like you do. She pulls away to think, not to punish. She goes quiet to process, not to detach. Your job is not to chase her mood. Your job is to embody your own. Attraction lives in the space between your emotions and her independence. Hold your ground there. Change number 3. Replace neediness with direction. You can't attract a strong woman while drifting through life. She doesn't measure your worth by your achievements. She measures it by your direction, your vision, your path, your discipline, your purpose. When Ethan said, "I'm focused on my life, my work, my direction," Ava leaned in. Not because he bragged, but because she felt his stability. Direction creates gravitational pull. Change number 4. Stop performing. Start being. Strong women can sniff out performative masculinity instantly. Trying too hard. Laughing too loud. Complimenting too much. Seeking reassurance. Adjusting behavior based on her reactions. That's performance. That's insecurity. That's trying to be chosen. Being is different. Being is presence without pretense. Being is confidence without show. Being is care without self-abandonment. Strong women don't want a man who performs strength. They want a man who embodies it. Change number 5. Don't avoid tension. Navigate it. Most men crumble under emotional discomfort. They rush to fix it, smooth it, avoid it. But strong women respect men who can sit in a tense moment without losing themselves. Not cold, not detached. Just composed. Tension isn't a threat. It's an invitation to show your center. If you can't handle emotional friction, she'll feel like she has to carry both roles in the relationship. And she won't. Change number 6. Hold standards. Not just interest. Men often treat high-value women like exceptions, like prizes, like rare treasures. But strong women don't want to be placed on pedestals. They want to be partnered by equals. If you don't hold your own standards, for boundaries, for respect, for how you want to be treated, she won't trust you with hers. Standards are attractive because they signal self-respect. Self-respect is attractive because it signals stability. Stability is attractive because it signals emotional safety. This is the chain strong women follow subconsciously. Break one link, attraction slips. Change number 7. Don't lose yourself to keep her. This is where most men fall. They soften their edges. They shrink their opinions. They mute their personality. They avoid disagreement. They bend themselves to stay likable. But here's the truth. You can't keep a strong woman by becoming less of yourself. If she's strong, she needs you strong. If she's decisive, she needs you steady. If she's intentional, she needs you grounded. The moment you make her your identity, she loses attraction. The moment you make yourself your identity, she sees your value. Return to the apartment. Ava sits across from you. Not distant, not guarded, not analyzing. She's present. I feel better, she says. You seem clear, and you are. Because clarity isn't in your words, it's in your posture. Your breath, your pace, your silence, your center. You didn't win her back. You won yourself back. And that's what made her lean in. Strong women follow strong energy. Not dominance, not aggression, not control, but inner solidity. Now freeze again. Not the room. You, the man watching this. Which version of Ethan are you living as? The one who bends? Or the one who centers? The one who explains? Or the one who expresses? The one who seeks reassurance? Or the one who creates stability? Be honest with yourself. Because every strong woman you've ever lost, or scared away, or confused, or felt intimidated by, was reacting to one thing: your alignment with yourself, or your absence from it. So here's the real question. Which Ethan are you right now? Old Ethan or new Ethan? Type it in the comments. A, if you've been old Ethan. B, if you're choosing new Ethan starting today. Your answer isn't for me. It's for you. Because strong women don't appear when you chase them. They appear when you become the man who no longer needs to.